All right, ladies, buckle up. It's showtime.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Copperhead Road. I am live in Studio A, and we also have a gentleman in Studio B. He's over there. We got some things to get to. We're going to talk a little bit about tyranny and how it just is not a top-down thing. Sometimes people with just a little bit of power like to throw their tyrannical weight around. We're also going to talk about Footer's music contract and some of the funny little inane things that are put in probably a lot of music contracts, but ones that he's pointed out. We're also maybe going to talk about Martha Stewart and actually a couple of different things. Footer knows about one. I'm going to kind of surprise him with the other. Ooh. Whoa, not that kind of surprise. Don't get excited. Exploding donkeys and more. Mr. Footer K. Washington, how are you, my pal?
I am doing well. What's up, everybody? Yeah, doing well. I couldn't make it over to Studio B, so I shot over to Studio 7A.
What is that, a Kinko's you're at?
Yeah. No, I'm in B.
Thanks for that polite little trying to fucking
Well,
make comedy here. And make it kick
Well,
down.
well, I mean, I do my best to try to react in the most genuine of fashion.
That was great, Foots. You're a real cut up. Yeah, that's
Oh,
funny.
fuck. I didn't get the memo. Is that what we're doing? Okay. All right. I'm ready.
All right. So officially, there's been 34 dead.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
No,
You real.
no, you
What?
weren't supposed to laugh at that one. That was not a laugh one.
Okay. God, so many rules to this thing.
Yeah, there are some rules, and hopefully, we're going to come over some of your rules that you were encumbered by during your music career. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's definitely a. Hey, it's without a doubt up to interpretation of how people judge it. I'm okay and understand no matter what. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I sleep well at night, and if I don't, it has nothing to do with that.
Well, I mean, you do drink a whole lot of NyQuil. That probably has something to do with it.
I would love to do that, but it gives me nightmares. So
Oh, really?
I don't
Nightmare Quill?
nightmare. Oh, I like that.
That's
Yeah.
sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
I was thinking about your foray in the music thing, and more broadly, like the elements that people that make it have success in life. A lot of them share different aspects and different attributes that make them successful. And I was trying to list them off in my head, like either singular things or things that can be paired with other things that can make somebody successful. Like, natural ability would be one. Physical attributes, obviously, if you're tall, you're going to have a better chance in basketball. Somebody just has raw talent. Some people are just in the right place at the right time. Some people have a gimmick. Kind of like Carrot Top. Not super funny, but he had a gimmick, so he was successful. Can you list any other sort of attributes in that thing that can help somebody make it in the biz, whatever biz that is?
As frustrating as my answer is going to be, it's a little bit of every single thing you said.
Right.
And it was a great job even going through them all because there is a little bit of all of that to become somewhat successful, or at least to achieve a goal that that you've set with
Right. Yeah.
music.
Grit would be another one, just determination and being in the arena, so to speak.
Again, yep, the grit, the long haul. Also, depending location,
Yep.
and not meaning like yeah, yes, right place at the right time, but also location as far as um, geographically,
Right.
big
Yeah.
big
Right
city.
place, right time, that kind of thing. Yeah. And I assume that the mix probably changes for everybody. Some people have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Um, you
Without a doubt.
Not to blow smoke, but you had a lot of this and a lot of that. So, which is why you've
Well,
been so successful.
I appreciate that, and honestly, like believe me, there's going to be a lot of things that I'm going to be criticized on or judged on. Um,
Yeah,
but
absolutely. I have a
right,
list.
good. Um, and personally and business wise,
Mm-hmm.
but let's stay to the business part.
Yep.
So again, like I said, there's going to be plenty to criticize. Maybe I did a lot wrong. Maybe I didn't. Again, that's subjective. But the one without a doubt objective fact throughout this entire thing, from the second I said it to to when it was all no more. Um, Nobody worked harder than me and or believed in what we were doing, and there was no doubt in my mind I was going to get a record deal. There was not, and then that was from my first band
Yep.
to when I knew you.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
There was no doubt in my mind.
That's where the grit comes into play, the determination.
Right, because I definitely didn't have the natural vocal ability. Um,
Mm.
I definitely did not have that, especially in the beginning.
Well, you
What I
certainly you have a unique voice, which had to help.
that's exactly right. Is what gave me a little bit of like what you said, is having a little bit, having a unique voice, and for whatever reason, um, when we were in recording studios and we were doing vocals, but the tones of my vocals, it was very easy for the engineer or whoever to um, hear the sound they wanted. Not always get it, but that was my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The tools were there. I just there were a lot of times I wasn't disciplined enough, or um, whatever. There's so many different reasons at so many different times.
Yeah. So I was applying this matrix to people who have had longevity in the business, and again, most of them I could apply one, two, or many of these attributes to them. The one person I couldn't, and hopefully we're going to get to it later. The one person I couldn't attribute a lot of it to, and I can't understand how she's been so relevant for so long, is Martha Stewart.
Well, I mean, that's a good question. I won. I mean, I think she did like sleep her way to the top type of thing, because again, I mean, there has to be a lot better cooks than her.
Right.
I think she considered like a sweetheart, like a darling, meaning looks wise, because I don't know a young Martha
Well,
Stewart.
and that's the only lead in to any of her younger stuff I know is that Tyrus had talked about it on Gutfeld a couple of times, where he had met her, and she kind of went into, I was a starlet in my teens and 20s, and
Oh, okay.
that kind of a thing. But again, I was, other than the determination to always be in front of a camera, I couldn't apply any of those those things. So, maybe that's the what they say, the it factor or something like that.
There is something about that.
intangible.
I'm telling you, there is definitely something about that.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, that was another one. Charisma was another one that's some people just have. Like Janis Joplin. You know, ugly as a dead person's foot, but was very successful. Not a super clean voice, but a unique voice.
I thought you were going to say clean girl because I was about to agree with that too.
Yeah.
her grooming habits were horrific.
Well, it's funny. My dad used to tell a story. He had gone to a concert and saw her in the parking lot. Being Janis Joplin, and he had told my mom that he once saw Janis Joplin bawling in the parking lot, and she said, "Well, why was she crying?" He's like, "No, that's not what I meant. She was going from car to car, from guy to guy, that kind of a thing." So.
Oh yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah. So.
It was a different time back then.
Yeah, and you can even apply a lot of it to even like Oprah Winfrey. That other than having that unique, ethnicity,
Quality of being black,
right? She doesn't really have a lot of those attributes.
Well,
another one, Lyle Lovett.
I can't stand him, so I can't stand him.
But longevity, he's been in the game. Ugly as shit. Doesn't really have a tremendous amount of musical talent, but stays in the game.
Yeah, and a lot of people do just wait. Did you say he doesn't have a lot of talent?
He doesn't have a tremendous amount of musical talent. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because again, I don't know if he does or not, but I was going to say, a lot of the time, people's like their families are somehow involved in the industry, and we don't really know about that. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not many. I'm just saying like things like that. That like whatever, like Slipknot's. Not this drummer, but the drummer before, is the son of the famous drummer on Leno or Letterman, whatever. I can't think. The Jew.
The bald guy?
Yeah. The Jewish guy, Steinberg.
I think you're just throwing out a Jewish name. I don't.
No. Somebody look it up. It's
drummer in Leno.
Or it might be Letterman. The point is, it's
Letterman. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure it might be Leno. But the thing is, just put in like the Slipknot drummers, and that's the last name. Max
Weinberg.
Weinberg.
Yeah. See, you were just throwing out Jewish names because
bullshit,
you're anti-Semitic.
Bro. It rhymed for Christ's sake.
Hey, whatever you got to do to tell get you through the day. That's fine. That's fine.
Like I said, I have no problem.
I love you even with your false foots. False foots? False foots.
What a wooden leg?
Sounds like something that fucking you get from IKEA. I'm gonna order the false foots.
Yeah, and it's like one of those. It's like a leaf, like one of those leaves you put in the table, like to make it a little bigger.
Yeah. Can I get that in beechwood color?
Right. Yeah. Do you have that in a maple?
Yeah. I salvaged it from an old sermons chapel in Nantucket. What movie is that from?
I don't know, but I really did think we were just about to fucking sail the 7 seas. Wow.
You're right. It was from Meet the Parents. That's great.
Sail the 7 seas. Tough to say.
She did sell seashells.
By the seashore.
Yeah. Should have had that unlocked before I tried it. Didn't work out well.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
Sally
gonna do?
sells seashells by the seashore.
I thought it was she sells. She sells seashells.
Yeah, she sells seashells.
But who's this Sally bitch? Is that the she?
Of course.
So Sally.
No. This was before like being able to be gender fluid. That would never work.
But you
Sally
think like
the she. Ooh.
We should have named
Sally
her Shelly.
Shelly.
How about Shelly instead of Sally? Can we do that?
Shelly the she-male sells seashells by the seashore. There you go.
Yeah, I like that.
Make her gender fluid.
Gross. Just sounds gross.
Yeah, sounds wet. Very wet.
Because you're also down by the seashore, which doesn't help.
Well, right. If you're walking around selling seashells by the seashore, you're going to be wet.
I got to tell you, that doesn't really seem like a good marketing plan. I think you should be like selling seashells in Sheboygan, because if you're at the seashore by the seashore, they're a dime a dozen. You go to Sheboygan, you're selling seashells, probably turning a good profit.
Yeah, I'm thinking something landlocked is your best bet. You know,
Even Cheyenne.
I'm sure she's a wonderful lady.
No, I'm talking about Wyoming. Come on, stay with me.
Okay, I thought it was freaking Sally's competition.
Focus.
Cheyenne sells seashells in the landlocked.
No, Cheyenne shanked Shelley
Oh,
for selling seashells, not
in
seashells.
Cheyenne.
Yeah, not seashells, she-shells.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
this is different.
Apparently,
Well, you're not gonna move in on Shelley on the seashells. You gotta
no.
You gotta
It's
move that
basically it's basically a shell with boobs. Is that what
out. Or
you're
like
saying?
no, the bras with the two shells. Like
Oh, like
those are she shells.
like oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh hell yeah.
Did you make this up?
Of course I didn't.
Oh my god. So that's what. Okay. You're probably lying. They can see it in your fucking bulldog eyes.
Bulldog eyes.
I don't know.
Hey, I'm all right with that.
I,
At least you
I
didn't say
bulldogs.
like a pom pom. That would have been really kind of rude.
Your face is like a pom pom.
Pekingese eyes.
Yeah. Yeah. Pomeranian. Yeah.
That's
you
a
get the
pom
look of
pom.
a.
Pomeranian.
Yeah, you get the look of a Pomeranian. Don't
Pom
you?
pom 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 Pomeranian.
I'm glad you found that funny.
What are you talking about?
Thank you.
Oh God.
Oh,
We're off to a start.
you are a card. But what did you want to get? I mean, what do you want to do? You want to get into Martha Stewart? Then what's going on? I know nothing about what's going on.
Well, I did give you an itemized list at the beginning of the show. It's your fault you didn't write it down. We can go into anything you want. We can do that. We can talk about exploding donkeys. We can talk about tyrants, or we can talk about your music career.
Lack thereof.
That's not true. You had some success, and I will never take that away from you.
Listen, 1% of people trying to do it get to the level that we got. So
Yeah, and I mean your success in the seashell industry will not be overlooked either.
that which I would like to leave that when I pass. I'd like to leave that in the wake of like that legacy.
I think that's fine.
Yeah, or Armacy. Either one is fine.
You know, the she shells were brought. I'm not going to tell you what the conch shells were for.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
I don't think we need to go into that.
Don't act conky around me, please.
No, especially later on in the night when you conk out.
Goddamn rich conk. You ever see? Yeah, you wouldn't remember. It was Jeff Goldblum's first role.
Yeah, before
Death
my time.
Wish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum was in Death Wish.
Yeah, he was the guy that yelled, "Goddamn rich C-word, I kill rich C-words." That was his only lines in the movie, I believe.
Wow, I would have thought that Fly was his first movie.
Don't be silly.
What do you mean silly? How would I know?
No, by
If
the
I
time
was
he
on
did-
Jeopardy and they're like, "What was Jeff Goldblum's first movie?" I would say, "What is Fly?" And I would have been wrong.
sorry.
Sorry.
Oh, he's dead.
Who's dead?
Look at Alex Trebek.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jeff Goldblum.
No.
So
He's
who-
very flamboyant too.
All right, now who's dead now?
Alex Trebek.
Oh, that's right. Is Patrick Sajak still alive?
Of course.
Patrick? What the?
Yeah,
Pat Sajak?
Yeah. What are you, his fucking god niece, godson?
God niece?
Everyone
that
said
even a
godfather.
thing?
Yeah. Could be.
Or a god uncle, a gunkle?
Ooh, God, that sounds like. That doesn't sound good.
It sounds like you need a medication.
Or no, because, right. You look down in the bowl and go, oh my God. And you call your doctor. Look, you explain to him, and he goes, all right, we got a gunkle here. You're gonna have to deal with this. I'm gonna call in a prescription for some amoxicillin.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, what if you have a gaunt or a gant, depending how you say it?
Yeah.
What about a gaunt gant? Yeah, she's got, a little bit of the jaundice, so she's gaunt as a gant. Moving on.
I hope you could die. Jesus Christ, stop. My God.
I told you I
are
didn't get a
doing?
lot of sleep last night. I'm just a little...
Apparently not. Fuck. All right, look, you know what? We better get to the stuff that you have to be involved in and do it quick.
The producers are not happy with me right now.
She's what? They are? Or
they're not. They're not happy with me, at least.
You know what? Again, then I'll leave it to them. Man, believe me.
So Martha Stewart, since we were talking about her.
Make a note of that, ladies.
What? What are we making a note of?
You're fucking cutting me off. And if I find out your goddamn levels are fucking harder than me again, and I have to fucking talk like this, we're going to have a fucking problem.
It's all right. I got the compressor on. You can talk as loud as you want.
All right, what do you got?
So I don't know if you saw this. I know you did because I sent it to you, but let's pretend. Martha Stewart had an interview, and I think it was, I'm going to say 60 Minutes, where she's talking about her ex-husband and his extramarital affairs. And
yep, I remember the article. I mean the video.
Yeah, to their credit, whoever the interviewer is, kind of pushes back on it in a sort of a funny way. So whenever
I'll say he did.
Yeah,
Wait.
whenever they have that, we'll pull it up. But it's really strange. Like, how can you, again, maybe she just wasn't expecting any sort of a. I'm sorry, we can say something.
No, you did this to me on the last show. The clip. Don't jump into the clip until one of us set it up and can have a conversation a little bit about it.
That's what I said. We'll jump into it when we're ready. I haven't got
the
thumbs
scared
up
me.
yet.
You scared me. That's all.
Don't get nervous. It's all right.
All right.
It's on the house.
Right.
The house.
Right. Yeah. Go ahead.
So, I mean, you saw the clip. Did you think that, like, she just wasn't expecting any pushback, or?
I'll tell you, the way she answered it was like a fucking boss, though. I can tell you that. Confident, no regrets, and all at the same time, being the biggest fucking hypocrite you can absolutely be.
Yeah,
I was blown away when he did push back. It was amazing.
And not only once, but a couple of times.
Again, but like a boss. She was no apologies. I mean,
all right.
Again, douchebag move because you're a fucking cheating shitbag, but nothing you could do.
Yeah. All right. So I got another question for you. Let's play the clip first.
I don't know how many different girlfriends he had during this time, but I think there were quite a few. Young women, listen to my advice. If you're married and you think you're happily married and your husband starts to cheat on you, he's a piece of shit. And look at him as a piece of shit and get out of it. Get out of that marriage. But I couldn't do that. Couldn't walk away.
Didn't you have an affair early on in the relationship, or when you were
Oopsie daisy.
Yes, I don't think Andy ever knew about that.
He did say he knew about it.
He did?
Yes, you would confess to him.
Oh.
He says he didn't stray from the marriage until you told him you had already strayed.
Oh, that's not true. I don't think.
I don't think.
But what happened? You had an affair?
I had a very brief affair with a very attractive Irish man.
The qualifier. Oh, he was attractive and Irish.
It was
Exactly.
just nothing.
Goodness
Yeah,
gracious.
no, I this little short fat Pollock that was thinking about getting involved, but I said screw that. There's a freaking handsome Irish guy.
So, do you think her pushback made her look better or worse? You said it looked like a boss, but
No, look, I didn't say it made her look like a boss. I said she said it like a boss.
okay, humiliate me. That's fine.
No. And you know what? Maybe you'll play it back. But my point, I was hoping actually anybody with half a brain is understood.
So I should
My
get it.
point. Well, you didn't. Again, lack of sleep. not your fault. You know, we can talk about it after the show. Don't worry, we already have a meeting. Kind of set up.
Oh, I don't have that on my list.
Yeah, we were right. We decided we're going to wait. Ramona and Jen and myself, we decided we'll talk to you about it after. It was really on a need to know basis.
Is that the meeting that I have with them before or after that?
Yeah, again, we knew you'd say that. That's part of what we're going to talk about in our meeting.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you're preemptive. Well, we have it. We have it. I believe it's labeled preemptive horse shit.
So
yeah.
I should pencil it into my schedule as well. So I should be there.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, you'll be there. You'll be there.
Okay.
So
you
way.
want to just read me in on it before we start, or?
We'll figure that.
So
we can figure that out. Let's get to the show. We'll figure that out later. I just want to let you know we're good.
Okay, because you're kind of blindsiding me a little. I just don't. I don't know what's going on.
No. I think clear as a bing bing bong, clear as a bell. Really, we've kind of laid it all out.
Right.
I think that I think paragraph B to after the preemptive horse shit was awareness. Was also.
I wasn't aware. Again, I wasn't aware of that.
Oh, yeah, it's worse than we thought, guys. Anyway,
I'm looking forward to it. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think we should. But again, I was pointing out that she said it with such conviction, like you said, the clarifiers, they're right there.
The what?
Really,
what
the clarifiers?
You mean the qualifiers?
Oh.
Is this what we're going to be talking about in the meeting?
No. I said no. Yeah, the qualifiers, as you pointed out, she said it with such conviction.
True.
It was almost okay. It was like, and can
you turn your ringer off, please?
You got it. The problem is my other phone, the one that I can't have access to right now. When the alarms go off that are set, I can't shut it off. I hit the button, it's like muted.
Why is your phone still on?
I can't restart. I can't shut it off. It won't let me even shut down the phone until I put the fucking thing in.
So you're just waiting for the battery to die?
I have no choice.
You don't have to have it in your room with you. We do a professional show here. I'll just wait till you're done. That's fine.
Again, I'm doing it your way right now. Okay, there you go.
That's why they call me Texie Sinatra. I did my way.
But yeah, so again, I just felt like she said it like a fucking boss. It made her look absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
as soon as somebody goes, and if he's cheating on you, he's a piece of shit, and he's a piece of shit. Yes, weren't you also having an affair? Oh, you know about that? Oh, I mean, he was a handsome Irish guy.
Yeah, it was brief, and he was hot. What was I supposed to do?
Right. So, I mean, again, I'd like to see other people's take on that one.
Well, I'm sure that there's probably some reaction videos out there that when you're watching your shorts, you can probably find it.
Okay, I don't know why you'd take a shot at me, but okay.
How is that a shot? This is not a short shot.
You took a short. You took a short at me.
You're saying that, but a short shot is not this kind of a. It's not a shitty short shot.
Girls, what the fuck is going on with him today? Excuse my language. He's losing his mind today.
What did I do?
You're just weird. You're all over the place. I know you're clean. I don't
know why am I being singled out?
Oh my god. I mean, but what's the other thing you have on it?
What do you mean? What's the other thing?
You said there was something that I know about and something that I don't about her.
Right. Well, the first thing was the video that we just saw. That was the thing you knew.
Yeah.
The second one was talking about the attributes of a successful person and why she doesn't have any of those. Those are your two things.
Again, I don't.
Don't try to
I
trip
think
me up just because I'm sleepy.
I'm not tripping you up. Maybe I was the one that was tripped. I apologize.
I hope not. At your
yeah.
age, you could break something. Dude, the other day, I was moving some wheels, and I was stacking them on top of each other, and then, you know how, remember that
like
episode?
the Michelin Man?
Me or the stack?
I just picture you with a stack of wheels around you.
Yeah. Well, this is like number, I don't know, 10 or 12 times we're going to reference Everybody Loves Raymond. But you know when Raymond starts to keep his bruise journal?
No, I don't know that one.
He ran into something, or he ran into his shin, and he starts writing it down in this notebook. And Deborah's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, a lot of times I end up with bruises, and I don't know where I get them from. So now I'm going to keep a journal, so when I come up with a bruise, I can look through it to see where I got it from." And that's
how I do not know that fucking episode, bro. I've watched, I've binged, I've watched every season. I don't know what was the big. Do you remember the bigger plot in that one?
It was like, you know how like when they first start out, like before, it was like a cold open kind of a thing. Where they're sitting in bed like they typically do, and he had just came in from the bathroom, and he's writing.
And she's lotioning her arms.
Yeah, lotioning her arms or reading a book or something like that. And he just happens to mention it, and then they go into the intro. So it's a throwaway thing or whatever. Okay. But anyway, that's exactly what happened to me. I started to feel like a tenderness on my arm. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I started to get a bruise, and I had to go through, what the hell did I do yesterday? And finally, I'm like, oh, that's right. I was picking up wheels like this, and I was using my arm as leverage against the actual wheel itself. And, again, I got to start keeping a bruise journal because I ended up with bruises. Don't know where they came from.
Yeah, fucking impossible for me, dude. I'm so scarred up and bruised up and fucking beaten. You have no idea. Like, my body is a fucking
Wonderland.
My body is a wonderland. Yeah, just fucking. Like I told you, before I was like 15, you name it, I broke it. I worked in a Hummel shop. So.
Oh, that was funny.
Thanks.
John Mayer, since you brought that, I guess I brought it up. The song "Say What You Need to Say." How come he never actually says what he needs to say? He just keeps telling everybody else to say it.
Don't know it well enough.
Say what you need to say. 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 That's all.
Okay, I'm going to say what I need to say. Stop.
Okay.
Said.
And if Jimmy cracked corn and he doesn't care, why is he singing a song about it?
His master's gone away. Is that how it ends? His master's gone away?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that a racial song?
I would have to think so if they're saying master. I mean, again, it's always, it's not sang in a soulful sort of way. At least I've never heard it. Can we look up the origins of Jimmy Crack Corn?
I don't think it is.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of slaves named Jimmy.
No, his name was Crackcorn. It was Krakan.
It
was Kracon. That's where you got Akon from and Drake from. That's how they got their names. Yeah, we heard you the first time. Unfunny shitbag. But what? Are we going to pull that up?
Yeah.
I was saying, if not, I was going to.
Yeah, go ahead. All right, Jimmy Crack Corn, also known as Blue Tail Fly, is an American song with origins in the blackface minstrelsy era of 1840. The song, often attributed to the experiences of an enslaved people in the South, tell a story of a slave whose master dies after being thrown from his horse by a blue-tailed fly. While the song lyrics can be interpreted as it mourns the master's death, they also carry a subtext of celebration and relief from the perspective of the enslaved.
I was going to say, I really guess it depends on who's listening to the song.
So Jimmy Crack corn and I don't care.
Yeah, can we pull up the lyrics?
Yeah, can we do that too?
Yeah, that should be a quick.
Yeah, again,
quick
I didn't think that there was much more than that, but again, I don't go B-side on Jimmy Crack Corn. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wait, like crack the whip, and then that brother's name is Corn. You think?
So he's beating Jonathan Davis with a.
Yeah. Is that? No.
Yeah, you can pull it up whenever it comes up, kid. But again, so Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. But like they're making a distinction between Jimmy and the Master. So, you know what I mean? Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care. Jimmy Crack Corn, I don't care.
You know what you do? Just go ask your AI. Just say, "I'd like a breakdown of the song Jimmy Crack Corn."
Well, they're pulling up the lyrics, and then we'll take a peek at it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just as good as AI, of course. I know that, but
You are.
Yeah.
Usually, this would be right in your wheelhouse, your AI wheelhouse.
well, don't pick me up using leverage on your arm. You'll bruise.
That's true, and I'll have to write on my Whoa,
What
whoa!
the? Wow.
Wrong journal. My bruise journal.
Yeah, that one.
Daisy.
Yeah, the other one's a
Oopsie
notebook.
daisy. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right. The second verse
Really?
goes, he told me to plow. What'd you say?
you you stepped so fucking hard on a fucking on my I had a gem.
What'd you say?
You're gonna tell me we're not gonna riff on Juno a little bit?
Junal?
That's what you said.
No, I actually stopped short and just said Jew, which is almost worse. But
Well, because it was basically Jew Journal.
did you do your due diligence?
Again, let's just say I had notebooks with Knishes, smudge, whatever. Just go ahead.
All right. So we know the first verse. I'm sorry, Foots.
I'm teasing you, brother.
Okay. The second verse goes, he told me to plow and I told him no. He told me to sing and I told him no. He told me
All
to
right,
play.
hold on. Let's break that down.
Okay.
Okay, he told him to plow. The slave said no. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All
He
right.
being the master told me to plow. So
Okay.
I'm assuming that's Jimmy.
Mhm. Okay.
And
So
I told him no.
okay. All right. Well, again, hard work. Maybe he just wasn't in the mood that day.
Yeah,
Then he tells him to sing, and he says no.
Yep. Kind of uppity.
Again, you know what? I don't see the reason to possibly he was going to harmonize with Jimmy. You know, Jimmy might have been wanting to start a like a barbershop quartet.
Yeah, maybe.
Is that well? Again, I just want to have two sides here.
Yeah, I like the barbershop too, because that's sort of ethnically pure. So that works out nice.
Okay, keep going. I say we go maybe a couple of lines. Let's stop and talk about it.
All right. He says he told me to play the old banjo, and I called for rain, and the winds did blow. I called for rain, and the winds did blow.
Okay, so first of all, we got two things going on here. First and foremost, I think the master, what he did was, when you want your friend who's a color fellow to play the banjo, never say the old banjo. You always leave "old" out of it. Just be like, "Yo, Jim, why don't you play the banjo a little bit, bro?" Like one of them, be like, "Hey, Jim, play the old banjo." You know what I mean? Right off the bat, you're insulting somebody. If I'm Jim, I feel insulted.
Yeah. He's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you go do some plowing?
Yeah. And then the thing is, I don't want to villainize Jim in any way. I mean, the poor guy's a slave. But what's this fucking? I mean, what's this type of sorcery he's doing?
Yeah, this voodoo stuff at the end where he's calling for rain.
Yeah, well, did there's a missing lyric, right? There's a missing. I'll do it for you. It's, there you go.
Oh, okay. Well, a little tongue in
Voodoo.
cheek. Yep.
Voodoo.
Yeah, I don't notice anything about a doll, but I don't think you really need a doll. I think sometimes you just do that thing that the Italian mothers do, with the
we give you the Maluka.
Yeah, there you go. and I called for rain. All right, so he's no Willard Scott because he called for rain and he got wind.
Well, but yeah, but again, now we're dealing with sorcery. But go on.
All right, so said no to the plow. And again, like this is really like a really not a good use of your slave labor. You said no to the plow, then he's like, "Hey, go ahead and sing and play the banjo then."
Again, I think what I'm not gonna lie. I think Jim was being a little bit unruly.
Yeah.
Again, for the time, the time.
Yeah. He says my master's going. So yeah, Jimmy's definitely the free labor. All right, so we're getting ready to move on to the third verse. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. One day he rode around the farm. The flies so numerous they did swarm.
Okay, so right off the bat, the master's a dirty, disgusting pig. He's got to clean himself up. You can't be rolling around trying to, give off some authority, yet stinking where the flies are running around you.
Yeah, that's definitely not playing in your favor. You look like Pigpen.
Exactly my thought. I was even going to use the word Pigpen. Listen. Again, I hope this never happens in the future, but if it ever does, if you're a master, again, it could maybe, races here or there. Who knows? Maybe, who knows who's going to be master.
Yep.
But
be master of your domain.
Boom. But again, let's keep it clean. When I mean clean, let's shower up before we do any mastering and/or slaving.
Yeah, and even if you can't get to a shower, maybe use a little bit of bug spray. Use a little some off.
Something. Well, and again, back then, you know what? It's not unheard of to go buy a crick. You know what I mean? Just got to rinse.
Yeah.
Point is, you don't want flies. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. What the fuck is going on? All right. Sorry, my carpet got a little underfoot. Pardon, and I didn't want to trip. All right. So one day, I'm gonna write that down. That's a good idea. See, that's why I not only do I need a bruised journal, I need a bruised liaison.
Ooh, maybe I like that.
Maybe even a lesion liaison, just in case I cut myself.
Yeah. You know what?
I wonder if Jimmy's busy.
No, I'll tell you something. I might start my own clothing line. And Bruce Liaison.
Bruce Liaison? Sure.
No, Bruce.
Oh,
Bruce Liaison. Not a bad. Hey, you see the new Bruce Liaison catalog?
It actually kind of sounds like a Jack Reacher kind of a guy.
Bruce Liaison. No.
If I ever start a punk band, I want to name it Maisie Hirono.
Yeah, I know. I check back to episode 13.
It wasn't on 13. Okay. So, all right. So, last lyric. So, we got one day he rode around the farm. We got that. The flies so numerous, they did swarm. Got that. One chanced to bite him on the thigh. The devil take the blue tail fly.
Okay, hold on a minute.
What is this, National Treasure? Like I'm supposed to be fucking finding the... This is a little bit, a little coded here.
All I'm going to say is I want to know who's biting who over here. So the slave's going to bite the master on the thigh?
I think it's the fly. Fly biting thigh.
Okay. Who's biting the master's thigh?
Yes.
Who gives a shit? Meaning, I can't take a little bite on the thigh from a fly. I'll tell you, this is a terrible master.
Right.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, he gets bit in the thigh by a blue fly, and he falls off his horse and kills himself. Yeah.
Again, you know what? I stand with the slave without a doubt. No wonder why he wasn't working hard for this guy. The guy didn't deserve it. The slave master was a fucking a beta.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what? I'm with Jimmy.
Well, it's funny that you say that because you kind of say it like you were kind of up in the air until the end. Like you were maybe master, pro master.
No, again, I'm going to preface for the time. For the time.
But we're making the judgment in 2025.
Oh, then again, I stay with the consistency of where I ended. It's a horrible.
No.
Again, the good thing is we're past it, and who needs to rehash Brian anything?
But what is cracking corn?
Again, is the crack the whip?
I think it's more literal than that.
How much more literal can you get? The sound of the cracking whip?
But you got corn in there.
Yes.
And Jimmy is the slave. Why would he be cracking?
Jimmy crack corn.
I mean, because you can buy cracked corn for animal feed.
So that was what Jimmy cracked corn. And I don't care. I don't care. Who's telling this fucking story?
Yeah, there's a third person involved here. Because if you're talking about Jimmy and the master, who's this third motherfucker? Excuse me.
Boom. I want answers right now. Who is the... Okay. SKI if you have to. In whose perspective is the song Jimmy Crack Corn being told in? From whose perspective?
Yeah, because even the third party is definitely anti-master. So,
which again, a cousin of Jim, maybe
a gunkle.
Gross. I'll just buy that Clorox clean up. I really would love to know.
Well, we're gonna delve into that, and maybe we'll come up with the answer by the end of the show. Okay, because we're a little far afield, no pun intended.
I heard. Oh, was that not my alarm? Okay, I heard like an alarm. Something. I'm like, oh my god, it's definitely me.
Do you smell toast?
No, but it's
no.
the.
Sorry.
It's the. Oh my god, no. What arm is the heart attack arm? Be honest.
Left.
It is the left, isn't it?
Yeah, it's next to your heart.
Oh right. I mean, I feel fine. Just I might shooting pain.
Are you serious?
But it's been like that. How long is it? Am I gonna? Is the attack an attack, or I'm not gonna have a
All I ask is to keep the camera going.
Believe me, it will. But the thing, yeah. Again, it's not like how right? It happens. Boom, clutch the heart. I go down. Hopefully, somebody gets me to where I got to be.
Well, again, is it a muscle pain, a nerve pain, or does it feel like it's deep in the bone?
I don't know. Deep in the bones.
Okay. Well, what I would do now is just do a bunch of jumping jacks and maybe some cocaine. That should fix it. You look like you're waving in a plane.
I feel good.
Okay, then you should be fine.
Yeah.
All right, I'm getting to wrap it up. So let's move on to the next topic, if that's all right with you.
Of course.
Let's, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk a little bit about your music. Did you find your actual contract?
No, I didn't look. But
that's great.
Yeah, I forgot to look.
The show prep kid.
Yeah, again, I did send a few things for show prep. Let's not be.
You did, but right before the show, I asked, what do you got? And you're like, oh, I'm going to go up in the attic.
I said, I may go up. I said, I may go up in the attic. You want to play a fucking? I said, I may.
I'm just saying, maybe kind of share that information before we put it in the show notes. That's just kind of a good idea. In general.
I'll answer anything. What do you want? What do you want to know?
What was clause 3, section 4?
That was where I couldn't cross dress unless it was a Tuesday on every other Thursday in February.
Were you selling she-shells?
No, because I got shut down by Cheyenne.
Oh, you got a she-shell shut down by Cheyenne?
Sure did.
Seashore did?
Mm-hmm.
We're circling back. Let's punt it forward.
Oh, God. Fuck. Yeah.
Well, we entertain each other, that's for sure.
We're out of control, bro.
So you had you had asked me a question earlier today, and God's honest truth, had never heard this term. But you had said what was it? A Second Amendment? What was the word?
The First Amendment audit and Second Amendment audit.
Yeah. What is that?
It is, well, the First Amendment audit is where you go around and freedom of the press, being able to record in public areas,
Okay.
in public spaces, because people think like, if you go into somewhere in even a government building,
Yeah.
that's a public space,
Right.
and like, let's say you were filming and somebody comes, I don't want you filming me. I don't want you filming me. Okay,
Okay.
then walk away from me, because there's no expectation of privacy in any public space. That's why that's why the government is allowed and the cops are allowed to put cameras everywhere in all their buildings.
Okay.
And they say it's for security and stuff, but
Now-
and it very well may be, but all that's publicly accessible. You can go get the security footage or the camera footage from any public place. It's all could be FOIA'd. You know what I mean?
Now, does that change from like jurisdiction and municipality, or is that just a
Nope.
blanket rule?
It's part of your constitutional right.
Okay. All right.
There's no expectation of privacy, and there's been a lot of adjudication on this type of court. On this type of situations. I can't obviously, I'm not going to be like, well, Vern versus, I don't know the exact, case law, but they've all been adjudicated on.
Now, that's obviously not that's not universal, because like there are like specifically like in courts you can't have a video camera.
Correct. Inside the courtroom.
Okay.
And at that particular moment, the judge is allowed to put out an order, almost like an executive order, for that courtroom.
Yeah. Now, why is that? Why is that not an infringement of free? What premise do they put on that?
I believe it's basically just the judge has control over the jurisdiction of that courtroom.
Okay.
And they can have they could file orders and put forth orders. They've also tried to put forth orders that you can't even film outside the courtrooms.
Okay.
But it's a very gray area, because there's no policy, there's no sign that supersedes the Constitution.
Yeah, and it is strange because they also have gag orders in the courtroom, which is also an infringement of free speech. And of course, the Second Amendment doesn't apply in courtrooms or in most government buildings, for that matter.
Some people would argue that they do, and they've actually did all Second Amendment audits in state buildings, and you should check them out.
Yeah, because I know that's what they call a sticky wicket. You can't by state law for sure. Here, you can't carry on any state property or in any state building or in any school. They're all gun-free zones.
Right, but also keep in mind, just using the logic that
a little juicy mouth there.
I just switched. So I went and switched sides. Now I'm jamming the piece of gum in my right side of my
Nicorette.
My jowl. No. It's Trident, I think.
Small. Sounds like a small black person, doesn't it?
What, Trident?
No, Nicorette.
Oh. Yeah, it does.
All right.
It actually sounds like a an Italian Irish kid.
All right.
Nick Orette.
Oh, I got it. That's
Nicholas
not bad.
Orette. Nicholas Orette.
You know, that's another thing that I've had on. Again, I really don't mean to go on off the side tangents because I know I'm going to get yelled at after the show for it. But
Notice who's doing it though.
I know. I don't know how much of Crowder you've watched lately, but he usually comes in right after Vince. You know, the guy that took over for Dan Bongino, and he does this little thing. You know, where he says Vince, which is short for Vincente. And then he goes into, which roughly means, you know, fly pelicans or whatever. That's a sort of a thing. And he changes it up. But I would think that
Crowder would like our show then, I think.
yeah. But see, I would think Vincente would be Spanish, but Vincenzo would be Italian.
I've always thought Vincenzo was always Italian.
Right, but he says Vincente, which I would think would be more of a Spanish or Mexican.
Vincent.
Well, he says Vincente.
Right. I think that would be Spanish.
Yeah, see, so they've got some problems over there at Crowder Studio. We're probably going to have to talk to them in the next meeting.
Yeah, well, we can throttle them. Have them throttled.
All right.
Yeah.
So we did. Do you happen to know the name of the guy that we're going to talk about first that goes into the government building?
Yeah, his name is Sean Paul Reyes.
Sean Paul Reyes. I just want to make sure we put that in the show notes later.
Yep. And
Sean
if you
Paul
want,
Reyes.
Sean SEAN, because believe me, he's talked about it. Sean Paul Reyes, Long Island Audit is the name of the channel. If you want to pull up his stats, girls, extremely impressive.
What is he, like 6'2"?
I mean, his YouTube stats.
Oh, I got you. That's different then.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. He hit 330 and had like I think 89 RBIs. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
Nah,
to sneeze at.
He's overweight Spanish looking dude. But regardless, he's very much We the People. He makes a lot of money on merch too. He's got like We the People merch, you know, everywhere. He is the one of the few that I can watch those because he's always so respectful.
Right.
You know, he's
disarming,
really.
I would say.
What'd you say?
Disarming, I would say. Like
Yeah,
he doesn't put their people on their toes, which I think is a smart move.
No, his whole thing is de-escalation.
Right.
You know, he does look. He gives seminars and trains police officers in de-escalation skills and on how to deal with First Amendment orders and what the rights are, and he makes it very clear to them.
Yeah.
And he does it under the guise of education, and he doesn't like the cops being tyrants for a man with a camera.
Right. And you know, you see that a lot. You know, it doesn't really seem to matter the limited amount of power some people get, but they will wield it like a sword when they want to.
And it's funny to see some of the security guards that, you know, look, you're not law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? You're a security guard. You have your duties is to you know, observe and report. I mean, that's it. That's all your job is. You know, you have zero authority to give any civilian or you know, anybody of the public any order. You have no authority for a lawful order.
Right, and I get the tactic. They're probably taught that because most people are just so ignorant of their rights that they get away with it.
Exactly, and again, I'm guilty as well because you know I've listened to a security guard before. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you know, for the most part, you should. You know, it's just that you don't have to be treated like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You don't need to be talked down to. And I say this not to belittle anybody.
No, you're average sized guy.
Yeah, and I don't say this to belittle anybody, but I mean, they are public servants. You know what I mean? They are being paid by the taxpayers, and especially at a county level. You know.
Yeah. Do you think if you were a security guard that you wouldn't lean on your power a little bit?
You push it as far as you could.
Yeah.
You know, and or I'd be the opposite, where I'd be like, oh, okay, all right, well, look, I'm gonna call the cop. I'm not gonna deal with this. And when the cop goes, no, he has every right to be here. I go, all right, beautiful, got this taken care of. You know,
Yeah.
it would really be one. But I can understand, and you know, the you got to remember, every go-to for any employee, like in the buildings, town clerks, is always like, well, in today's times,
Right.
not ever since 9/11, in today's times,
Yeah.
okay, we get it,
Well,
via your papers, you know what I mean, that we can do that too, and start saying, in today's time.
that's the thing with like a security guard. It's the greatest job on earth until it's not. You know what I mean? Until you actually have an issue.
Yep. And again, you ever see like videos of like the in like the bad neighborhoods, and it's like the big black guy, he's like the security guard.
Yeah.
Like shit just goes down. He's just like, fuck this, and you just see him step aside.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, again.
and again, I would too.
Yeah.
I just told you.
Yep. All right. So we got that first clip that we'll play.
You want to set it up, or
Well, okay. Yeah. Sorry. This guy, the Sean Paul Reyes, goes into some municipal building. I don't think it could be the either the one where he goes into the parole office. Well, I think that's the one that it is. But goes in, again, very unassuming, kind of walks around, and people start questioning what he's doing. And
which I think is very fair to do.
sure, yeah, especially because you hear a lot, of people walking into buildings, and a lot of times, they have malintent.
Yep.
So
Again, and before we played the clip, can I just make a few more quick points about?
no, you can't do that. Yes, of course.
The things that he makes very clear is if they ask, he says, I mean, a lot of the things that the people that are objecting to him being there and filming, they always will say things like, oh fuck, I just lost I cannot believe I just lost my train of thought right now.
Okay, the people who work in the building, they typically say things to him like,
like some of their go-tos,
Yeah.
like I said, in today's times, and then he always goes, he'll want to know who they are, and most of the time, if they're cool and they go, oh, I'm Brenda, I'm the head of, blah blah blah.
right,
He'll go, okay, my name is Sean, I'm an independent journalist, and I'm doing a story on the blah 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 blah. Oh, okay, well, what's the story about? I can't tell you that because it may compromise the story, and
right,
well, who are you with? Like I said, I'm an independent journalist,
Right.
and they go, well, where, do you have credentials? People think that and he'll always say like, okay, well, where do you get these credentials? There's no such thing as press credentials.
yeah. I went to the Credential Bureau and got them.
Right. That's my point.
Right.
You and I print up, Copperhead Road podcast.
I don't have to print them up. Me and the girls already have them.
Oh, you guys have laminates? Fuck. All right. I guess mine is in the mail. I'll wait.
You want one too?
I mean, if there's an extra laying around.
All right. I'll give you bronze status. Is that okay?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, anything laying around like a medium is fine.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll see what we got.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as press credentials. It's, a fucking business card.
Right.
MSNBC, again, it's just anybody that is gathering information and disseminating it to, the public is a journalist.
Right. Yeah. They have a habit of, throwing up speed bumps, but they're not roadblocks. You know what I mean?
But they're so ill informed and we're talking about people. There are some police officers that come rolling in and start talking shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, because they get away with it most of the time.
Right. And they start. Look again. Policy, procedure, signs don't supersede the law.
Right.
The law supersedes it all. And remember, if a sign meant anything, there was one sign that said, no black people, no Irish, no. Again, that doesn't mean shit. The
This
law
is on your front door.
Yeah.
Well, and I've since I'm a licensed carrier of a firearm, that's one of the things that they talk about in training is, you can't, like I had said before, you can't carry in a government building, you can't carry in a school zone, but occasionally you'll come across businesses or whatever, or events, event halls, those kind of things where they say, they have signs up front that say, no firearms beyond this point. It's like, that doesn't really qualify. So,
exactly, it doesn't. But
right.
Again, most of the time you would like the gun owner to put people at ease, and you would think having the gun would make them more at ease.
Right. What do you mean? How would they make them feel at ease?
Because they know if God forbid something happens, someone has a gun.
No, what I'm saying, you said you would hope that the gun owner would make them feel at ease.
Maybe I don't know, have it concealed or something.
Yeah, well, again, this is a concealed state too, so you can't. It's not an open carry state.
Oh, okay.
So most of the time, unless you're going through like a metal detector or something, they wouldn't even know you have it on you.
Yeah, exactly.
But all right, so let's play that first clip, since production's getting pissed off at me again.
Well, you said you wanted to make sure we make the show long.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you because of the glass. No, I don't need any help. Thank you. Okay. I appreciate it. Who are you?
I'm the supervisor. Who are you?
Supervisor? My name is Sean.
Okay. Are you here with someone, Sean?
Am I here with someone?
Yes.
I'm here by myself.
Okay. Are you here to see someone?
Oh, I thought you said, am I here with someone?
No. Are you reporting to probation?
Am I reporting to probation? No.
Okay.
Are you a probation officer?
This is the probation office.
Okay. Are you a probation officer?
No, I'm the supervisor.
Okay. Of probation?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you recording, sir?
Yeah.
You need to
taking
stop
some pictures
recording.
and video.
No, not allowed.
Not allowed?
No,
Why is that?
not allowed.
But why is that? What's your name?
Stop for 1 second. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We pause?
Yeah.
Do you see how confidently no, nope. Oh no, not allowed.
Right.
No, not allowed. And he's like, oh, why? And she can't even articulate anything more, but because I said so, type of thing.
Right. Exactly.
Again, I'm paraphrasing.
No, but you're right.
But it's amazing. What one of those heavy doors that lock behind you. You know what I mean? What power that makes you think you have.
Right, and immediately when she doesn't have an answer, she closes the door and calls for backup.
Exactly. All right, I'm sorry. I just want to.
You don't have to apologize. It's your show too.
It's not very nice. What was her name? Hey, how are you?
No filming here. Not in the courthouse.
No filming?
No.
Well, why would that be?
Courthouse.
May I get your name and badge number, sir?
Ready? 44. That's all you need.
44?
Yeah.
And your name?
Brian Daly.
Brian Daly. And
Yep.
your name and
Yep.
badge number, sir?
Raymond Clark. Yeah.
Raymond Clark. And badge number?
Right there.
Right there. Okay. 91.
So you're here for probation.
Oh, I'm working on a story here, so I was talking to probation.
Who are you working for?
I work for myself. I'm an independent journalist.
You all done?
No, not yet. Not yet. Not done yet. And you work for what department, sir? I can't see.
Just
I'm sorry.
fucking say
What
it. Don't
department is
point,
that,
you
sir?
asshole.
Sheriff.
Rhode Island Sheriff. And you, sir?
Capitol Police.
Capitol Police. Okay.
Mike. Same thing as, no videotaping, right?
No, you can't videotape the courthouse.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would that be?
That's the
Is
policy.
that a law?
That's the policy here.
But is that a law?
That's the policy from the judge.
Yeah, the judge's
But is it a
jurisdiction
law?
doesn't go outside
That's
of
what
the
I'm
court.
asking if it's a law. I comply with all laws. I just.
We'll get the boss, yeah, they can.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to speak to a supervisor. That'd be great.
I see.
Again, they have no answer, you know.
Exactly. And that they never receive pushback, so they think they can just. And again, what they're doing isn't so terrible, but it really is so terrible.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you kind of get my
Right, because I mean, you take this to its logical conclusion. Again, there's a ton of people who don't know the laws, and I'm sure that this power doesn't stop at just telling people, "Oh, you can't film here." You know what I mean? They're like I had said before. It doesn't matter the amount of power that somebody has; they're going to push it well beyond its actual legal status, and I'm sure that these guys do it all the time.
Yeah, and they've all took an oath to uphold the Constitution. From every officer, every peace officer.
And you think that would be easy? I mean, the Constitution can't weigh a lot. Sorry,
and they're all jacked.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well,
most cops are on.
These guys aren't a really good example, but
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, and again, you see he remains calm.
Yeah, I would love to have him read me a bedtime story. Very calm and peaceful.
Right. Meanwhile, big stupid camera in your face, though.
Yeah. And why is that? and am I breaking any laws, or is this a policy? Because I like to abide by all laws.
Right. Now, if you're going to go to bed, I mean, have you used the restroom first?
Did you make your pees and your poops?
Yeah, because you do realize that it's basically an unwritten law that you need to go before you go to bed. You know what I mean?
It's always a good idea.
Yeah. Right. Now, again,
brush your teeth.
37 ups, 37 downs.
Or sing happy birthday in your head.
But anyway, yeah, Sean Paul Reyes, brilliant channel. And I say brilliant channel because he's doing something right. Did we end up getting his stats as far as the amount of
No, we don't have them. But you can look them up quick if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all.
Do you have a phone on you? Is it charged?
This fucking thing is the best. Though
the new one?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Oh, I bet. And then once we get that, we're going to show you an example of a Second Amendment auditor who, again, in my opinion, and I think Footer's too, doesn't really have as much tact as the other guy does. And he kind of does it in what I would consider a very dangerous way of how he's checking the Second Amendment boundaries.
Without a doubt. And there are guys that do the First Amendment audits that are fucking assholes too.
Right.
You know what I mean? So Long Island Audit has 940,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Just a random video 6 hours ago.
Yeah.
He posted. It's got 74,000 views.
Oh, Jesus.
And it's Throwback Thursday, so people have seen this one already.
Wow, he's almost up to us in views.
Yeah, so go to 4 days ago.
Yeah.
He posted a new video. 281,000 views.
That ain't bad. That's nothing to sneeze at, is what the kids say, I think.
1 month ago, 1 million views.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Pretty sick.
Good for him. Good for him.
Anyway, I was just really I wanted to give you the credibility of this guy.
Yeah.
You know, he has a big. The fact that he says he's a journalist, couldn't be further from the. Couldn't be more realistic than he's got more of a reach than any of these mainstream, media or mainstream journalist.
Right, and he's actually bringing information to you that you can use. It's not just regurgitated talking points, which is what most journalists, consider news and a job today. So good for him.
Yeah. No, I agree 100%.
All right, so here's this next guy. I believe it's in Florida, just by the
Yeah, I believe
looks
it's
of things.
Brevard County.
Oh yeah, sure. So he's again. They talk about fishing. Or is he going to fishing? And he's saying he's not. Like the genesis of the story is a little strange for me. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, and again, I don't know case law here, but
yeah, you did.
I believe it has to do with if you are coming or going to and have a fishing license, you're allowed to have a firearm with you and open carry.
And obviously hunting too, right?
Right, hunting and fishing. The whole, yeah. So in that statute, he has a right to it's a Florida state statute.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I believe he even quotes it.
Well, and again, we'll get into the video and maybe it'll make more sense to me, but it almost sounds like the cops are trying to give him an out. Because he's like, does it look like I'm going fishing? Does it look like I've been fishing? And they're like,
And he's also, you can tell they know who he is. He's
right.
done this before. But he's one of those assholes. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's one of those guys that, again, look, you're going to be met with the same energy that you put out there. So if you're a fucking asshole with a gun, you're going to get treated like an asshole.
Yeah.
First and foremost, and then obviously, the gun issue is here nor there when if it's law abiding,
right.
But if you're a dick, you're a dick.
Yeah. All right, so let's play that there, kids.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming. Oh, I'm so scaredy. I'm so scaredy. This is going to be epic. I don't answer questions. Oh, am I being detained? Am I being detained? Does it matter? Or, come on, let's be realistic. Do you think I'm going fishing?
I'm asking questions.
You can ask me all the questions you want, but I don't have to answer them. Am I good to go?
No, not yet. Do you have ID on you?
I don't answer questions and I don't give ID because you're not qualified to get my ID.
Not the way to go about it. He's flicking her off.
Where are you going fishing?
Yeah, come on with it.
Where are you going fishing?
I'm not, what the fuck are you doing, man? Why is your hand on your gun?
Dude, that's not even a real gun.
You think it's not a real gun?
I know it's not a real gun.
Look at it. Dude,
it's not real.
It's real. Look at it.
22.
Yeah, it's
like
real.
that's not a real gun.
Hey, it's not going to come off. Just hold on, man. Hold on.
Relax.
Hold on.
This can get bad quick.
I know who you are. I know who you are.
You know who I am,
yes.
And you're sitting here doing this.
All right.
Hold
For
on.
my safety and yours, it's coming off. All right.
Okay.
You're open and carrying.
I'm taking. Thank you.
All right. Are you claiming that you're coming to and from fishing?
Look.
That's what he's claiming, but I don't know what that is.
Where's your fishing license?
It's in my ID. Yes, sir.
All right. For you to fall under the statute that you claim to have.
379.354. Correct.
Hold on. You have to have a valid Florida fishing license.
I do.
Or a hunting license.
I do.
All right.
All I was doing is carrying my firearm lawfully, and your feelings or whoever's feelings were hurt that called you, and then you come out here ready to pull guns on people.
I did not pull a firearm.
All right. So yeah, again, this guy does give sort of a bad name to people who carry guns lawfully and legally, and I don't support this kind of behavior at all.
Me either. And the thing is, you can see the exact contrast of two ways that you can do an audit.
Right.
Listen, doing audits, it does hold our public servants accountable in a lot of ways. You shouldn't be treated like an asshole when you go to the DMV.
Yeah, bring that shoulder down, though, if you could just do that for me. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Yeah. I have my hand in my pocket now. So, you can't be an asshole when you're going you're trying to take a flight in the TSA is treating you like a piece of shit. There's a law that and it's directly on the TSA website. You can videotape the entire procedure of the security procedure. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yet it's issued by the TSA on their website.
Right.
Yet you will watch these TSA guys give people hard times.
And again, because they get away with it, and they probably don't want to be on video, that kind of a thing. So, troubling. Yep. All right, so that was a good little thing. I'd like to maybe do some more of those. I found those really interesting. And
the next guy we can do is the Amagaset Press. He's got a pretty, like I said, he's got a pretty big
just
channel.
watch your mouth, though. Okay, this is a family show. Press. Okay. All right, great. So I'm good to go. If you're good to go, Foots.
Yeah.
All right.
Very, very good to go. Yep. I think I had a really good time. I like the show. It was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. So
all
we're
right,
going to go
everybody.
ahead and bang those keys.
All right. Once again, thank you for the Copperhead Road podcast. Thanks for tuning in live on Rumble.
Like, subscribe, and tell a friend, because that's how we grow our show.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Rexy. Thanks, Ramona. Thanks, Jen. Great job as always. And I will see you